John J. Nance, renowned for his expertise as an aviation analyst on ABC World News and Good Morning America, is equally celebrated as a prolific author, drawing heavily on his background as both an Air Force pilot and a civilian 737 pilot for a major airline. His 2000 novel Blackout intricately weaves his aviation knowledge into a gripping thriller, centered around the harrowing ordeal of passengers on a 747 aircraft grappling with the sudden incapacitation of their pilots. Part of a series featuring FBI Special Agent Kat Bronsky as its protagonist, the narrative blends high-flying action with Bronsky's pursuit of the conspiracy behind the perilous situation aboard the plane. The story unfolds against a backdrop of mysterious airplane incidents, including the unexplained crash of a Sea Air-operated 747 in the Gulf of Mexico and the baffling disappearance of an aircraft belonging to an Egyptian airline. Meanwhile, Agent Bronsky finds herself in Hong Kong, delivering a lecture on counterterrorism at a security symposium. Following the conference, she prepares to board the Meridian 5, a 747 bound for the U.S., where she crosses paths with Robert McCabe, an award-winning investigative journalist from the Washington Post. Though their initial encounter brims with mutual attraction, McCabe's true interest lies in Bronsky's insights on a terrorist-related murder he's been investigating. As they embark on the flight together, Bronsky receives an unexpected call from her superior, compelling her to disembark at the 11th hour, leaving McCabe to continue his journey alone. Upon exiting the aircraft, she spots a Global Express business jet parked near the commercial runways, an anomaly that registers in her mind, though she brushes it off without much consideration. 2 hours into the flight of Meridian No. 5, a sudden explosion engulfs the cockpit in blinding white light, instantly claiming the life of the pilot and leaving the co-pilot blinded. Despite his swift activation of the autopilot, which merely stabilizes the aircraft, the passengers confront the stark reality that none among them possesses the skills to navigate and land the plane safely. Amidst morbid jests inspired by disaster films, they grapple with the grim certainty that not everyone aboard will survive the impending landing. Swiftly, they delegate the task to a teenage boy, whose expertise in flight simulator video games renders him the most adept at manipulating the plane's controls under the guidance of the sightless co-pilot. Their attempts to reroute the plane towards Hong Kong initially show promise until a botched landing results in a catastrophic collision with a control tower, severing their communication with ground control and radar. Left with no choice but to seek an alternative landing site, they set a course for Thailand, contending with lightning storms, escalating panic, and a cascade of other challenges along the way. After a nerve-wracking sequence of events, the aircraft finally touches down, albeit with devastating loss of life. Miraculously, only the unnamed casualties perish, while the 6 individuals who have become acquainted throughout the ordeal emerge relatively unscathed. In Thailand, the group encounters Agent Bronsky, now tasked with unraveling the mystery behind the initial explosion that claimed the pilots' lives. Her investigation centers on the enigmatic Global Express jet, adorned with a logo unaffiliated with any known aviation companies. Soon after Bronsky reunites with the 6 survivors of the crash, it becomes apparent that someone is now targeting them for elimination, either due to what they witnessed firsthand or because of the revelations uncovered by McCabe's investigation into terrorism. Fortunately, Bronsky's capabilities extend far beyond those of a mere field agent. She possesses a diverse array of skills, reminiscent of James Bond. Throughout their perilous journey, she effortlessly pilots jets, helicopters, and propeller planes, delving into the intricacies of each machine in the novel. Additionally, she maneuvers a snowcat and frequently adopts alluring disguises to distract adversaries. While McCabe is already captivated by Bronsky's bold demeanor, his infatuation deepens when he witnesses her portraying an upscale blonde prostitute. As the group evades imminent danger, their travels take them from Da Nang in Vietnam to various locations across the United States, including Honolulu, Seattle, Portland, and ultimately culminating in Boise, Idaho, all within a matter of days. However, their relentless pursuer remains hot on their trail, prompting suspicions that there may be a mole within the FBI complicit in the sinister conspiracy. Throughout their journey, Bronsky gradually pieces together the puzzle of the aircraft incidents. It is revealed that the U.S. government has developed a clandestine weapon powered by lasers, which fell into the hands of terrorists, resulting in the targeted destruction of planes. Rather than acknowledge their involvement, the government orchestrates an elaborate cover-up to protect the aviation industry from collapse. As the main antagonist is finally unmasked, he confronts McCabe and the group in the snowy terrain of Idaho. Instead of swiftly executing them, he expounds upon his diabolical scheme and motivations, providing Bronsky with a crucial opportunity to sneak up and ultimately dispatch him with a well-timed shot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.